Hey
Hey,
guys, what's going on here? It's the Rue Show
me, it's Zach. I'm back.
and Zach, and we're back again to talk ReZero seasons 4, episode 1 and 2. And well, man, we're back. I've never felt like so back to like ReZero, this quickness in time to another ReZero season. I'm used to waiting 3 to 5 years for
Yeah,
this.
we got it. What, less 10 months?
Yeah, like 10 months. Hasn't even been, I don't think it's been a full calendar year since we got it.
Huh.
Like,
Well, we're back.
yeah.
I, I was a little spoiled last season when we got, a 90-minute episode one, but that's fine. I'm not
Yeah,
complaining.
I was thinking the same thing. I was like, yeah, it would be nice if we had like a 90-minute episode, but you know, I
But
mean,
okay, sorry, just to jump right into it.
yeah, jump into it.
Why? Why would you not just finish up the Garfield plot?
Like where
And
like that happens in episode 1, and
yeah,
yeah,
why wouldn't you just finish that?
it kind of felt like, I mean, the episode's titled it too, and it felt like I don't feel like this is like an episode 1. It almost feels like this should have just been like part 3. Like that first episode does not feel like a new arc or anything. It
No.
feels like, oh, I'm still in the
It
same.
was well, that's because it's
It's like,
all the conclusion. So, without going into spoilers, the the way that it happens in the book is you get Super talking to Foxy
Foxy Donna.
and um the Politi sorry, the Prestelia Prestelia? Oh my God. The town cleanup, all that, and like the plan that Foxy and Subaru make. The actual book, it starts um when episode 2 starts, like when they're in the little tavern getting milk.
Mm-hmm.
That's how the next book actually starts, and then you go back to what we see in the remainder of episode 1, where he goes to the mansion and he grabs Rem, and they talk about their plan. And Melly, how are you gonna say her name?
Melly, I think it's Melly. I could be
I think it's
completely wrong, but
because I thought they were saying Mealy, but it could be Melly.
could be. It's one of the two. Find if commented which one, how it's pronounced.
But yeah. So let me hear your thoughts, because uh, full disclosure, I have read this entire arc in the books. I have, I just couldn't stop, so I know everything that's going to happen in this arc.
All right, for me,
Um,
I've read up to the point, literally like the tavern point is where I read. Like I read the last
yeah,
whatever, I
because
forgot what
that's the
volume.
first.
Yeah,
That's the end of the last book, and then the start of this arc is actually when the tavern starts. So
yeah. So like for me, watching it, and obviously I mean, as an episode 1, low key, I don't think it was a good episode 1. Not for like an
no,
episode 1 of a like what the content we got isn't bad. It's just the structure. I just felt like it was all over the. I felt like we were moving at like, hey, let's get to the next point. When maybe it felt like you could have probably had 2 episodes the last season to wrap up a lot of these plot lines. But I understand
well,
you
and that's
wanted to end on Julius, but
yeah.
I think you
But
lost
I
the
mean,
ball.
I still think you could have ended on I'm Ekidana.
Yeah, I
Like you
agree.
could
I
have
think that was
gotten
the
through
perfect
the
ending.
rest of that. Yeah.
Like,
But whatever. We move past that.
yeah,
Um,
it's. I mean, like I said, the content itself is good. What happens? It moves fast, but like it's ReZero. It's still peak of what we're
yeah.
seeing. It just doesn't. The structure just doesn't feel right for episode 1. And I mean, we can go like you have the Garfield's conclusion for his story. We can talk about like more in depth on stuff like that if we want to, or we could just. I mean, episode 2 is where all the juice is right now. To be honest, I
Well,
mean,
episode 2 is
I
technically
mean,
the start of the arc.
yeah,
So,
but we could talk about Foxy Donna. Like, I guess that's kind of like the biggest. Like, hey, actually, yeah, let's talk about like the beginning of the
yeah, let
episode, like where they're like everyone's like, who's Julius? No one knows who Julius is.
right. Um, so I guess I'd stand corrected from what I said previously. about her not wearing the scarf. They made it like her whole coat. I don't know
Yeah.
if you realize that.
I did
Like
think about
in
it
the
when you said it.
yeah, in the book, it's literally like a scarf that she wears, and she's petting the head of the scarf. I saw her pet her shoulder, and I was like, and then she like pulled her hair up, and like the whole thing is like a cloak, not really a scarf, but okay, sure.
Yeah. I
Maybe
mean,
they were trying to
hide it.
bury the lead with it, like being subtle about it.
Yeah. I mean, I think I'm fine with that. Like
Yeah,
perfectly.
it really doesn't matter at the end. The main thing was conveyed, so
Yeah. But we have everyone forgetting who Julius. I keep saying want to say Julius. Everyone's forgetting who Julius is, so Subaru's kind of got to give the PowerPoint presentation of, yeah, he's this guy, and everyone's like almost immediately cool with, not cool with it, but I feel like if I might be wrong because I haven't read the book in a year at this point, but I felt like that was a longer conversation of
it
like
was well
it just
because they talk about
everything isn't like didn't they have the whole
everything. Yeah, like
meeting?
they go into depth, like the whole like I'm if I remember correctly, that's where Otto and Reinhardt are talking about the city, about him taking Reinhardt and Felt taking Wrath back to the capital. I'm pretty sure that was all talked about in that meeting.
Yeah, I think it was all one
I don't
meeting
know why.
separated into two for the show.
Yeah, why would fuckboy Otto get to talk to Reinhardt one on one? Like why?
I
That doesn't
love
make any
Otto.
sense.
Uh,
No, Otto's a good dude. Otto's a
he's a
good dude.
bro. He's had his one
He
weak
is a bro.
moment.
But like, why? Why
Uh,
would Reinhardt waste his time with Otto?
no, that's fair. That's low key
Like, you know
fair.
what I mean? That's why I'm like, but I know why. It's like it's one of those things where did what was Otto doing at the end of the season?
Of last season?
Yeah, because I'm trying to remember if the one thing I'm thinking of is something because it happens at the beginning of either the end of one of the books or at the beginning of this arc, and I'm not going to spoil it, but I can't remember what was he doing? What was his whole goal?
I mean, I believe he's saying he's staying behind. He did have to for the book, wasn't it? The he was getting the book taken to get
Yeah, I
fixed.
just didn't know if we talked did we talk about that
I don't
or if that
know if
was
the
if
is
that
I
was I think that might have been part of the ending of the
of the book, not like in the show yet.
yeah.
Oh well, we might get to that. Maybe I'll bleep it out. There's a thing that Otto is doing that we don't know it's on the show. So what you just heard me say, you might be like, why did he bleep that out? That's why, because I'm not positive that's happening in the show.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
we are very prepared for this.
we both got things to do. Obviously, this is episode 1 and 2. Been a busy time for both of us, and
Yeah.
it's just been a while. So did not have time to do a whole watch the last episode of the season, watch both episodes 2 times, which is what I normally would do before doing this. But yeah, we have the meeting. Everyone's like, okay, we trust Julius, whatnot. Then from that meeting, if I recall, we go to no, we don't go to Garfield yet, do we? It's like another. What do
No,
we go to?
Garfield is
The end of the episode.
we go from the meeting, we go to Foxy Donna telling
Subaru.
Subaru, "Hey,
Wait,
I'm Foxy Donna."
yeah, which if you read it in the book, it is to me like the most it's so tense to me. Like
Yeah, no, it
it
is.
is so
It's,
tense. And the
yeah,
show it's tense, but it's not to that level of like oh shit tense.
dude. When I read that, I swear to God, I almost called you. It was like 11 o'clock at night. I almost called you and been like, "Bro, you got to read this book like right now. You have to just read this because I could not. I didn't know where they were going with it
Mhm. So,
because if you have read the books, there's also something that they left out from the show that they haven't even shown.
yeah, you can leave it
But
you can
we're
I
gonna we're
can we
not gonna
say
bring
it?
that up.
We don't have to bring it. They say in the books in that conversation, don't they? Or am I?
Not even in not in the conversation. No one knows. We just get told it.
Oh, okay, okay. Never mind then. We'll save it for later then, because I'm pretty sure I know what you're talking about.
You know
But
exactly what I'm talking about.
yeah, so we have the conversation. Subaru's like, "Hey, I'm not. Don't tell anyone this stuff." Obviously, he tells Betty later, but that makes sense because
They're
makes
both
sense.
artificial spirits.
Yeah. So there's
Yeah,
wait.
and something that they left out of something they left out of that conversation was um Foxy brings up the fact that when they were demanding the artificial spirit, they could have been asking for her and
Yeah,
not Beatrice.
that is correct. Which we don't
Which
know.
I mean, yeah, we don't know.
We don't
I'm
know.
sure we'll I'm sure we'll find out, and the fact that they skipped over it kind of probably already tells us our answer. But
Yeah. And isn't there a conversation in the books where this isn't a big spoiler, like Betty should have realized that it was Foxy Donna was an artificial spirit, but like there's something like going on. Was that in the books or no? Like in that like
uh,
because doesn't Betty not know like she should realize that artificial spirits are around her, and she never realizes Foxy Donna's artificial spirit.
yeah, but it was I thought it was because she gets taken out. Like
I'm not sure.
because I when they in arc 3 or whatever you want to call it, season 3, um I'm pretty sure it's the actual Anastasia in the meeting, like at the beginning of the season, and then
Then
the
it changed.
Fox Spirit takes over. I don't think they start the meeting because she's the one that calls the meeting, right?
Yeah,
Isn't she the one that
she's the one
invites
that gets
everyone?
some. Yeah, she invites everyone.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was actually her, and then when they meet, because when does Priscilla call her Vixen? It's like towards the end,
Towards the
right?
end, yeah.
Okay, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure the real Anastasia was there. So maybe, and then obviously Beatrice gets taken out because of healing everybody.
Yeah. So
But yeah, I think that is mentioned. I can't remember.
I can't remember either. We were
Like
prepared.
the little details, Teppy himself kind of like goes back and forth on. Because like the perfect example, the gorgeous tiger thing we were just talking about.
Hmm.
Um, they didn't mention that the dad is a dragon that's frozen. Like that is never mentioned.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's never mentioned in the books until that scene. And it's like, oh, he was the dragon. Or Subaru says he's the dragon, but in the show, no one ever says, who's this fucking dragon that Les transforms? It's the dad. It's
It's the dad.
what's the mom's name? Whatever the mom Garfield's
Garfield's
mom's
mom.
name.
Yeah. Amnesia.
Also, yeah. Also, great on naming your kids the exact same thing.
Which I mean, I think it's a possibility. Like if she named them, and if it's just human instinct. I like that. I like that.
Rarfield or what?
I don't remember their names, but
It's Fred and Rawfield
yeah, something like
instead
that.
of Frederica and Garfield. Like, could have tried a little harder on that one. Like, come on, like a
Uh,
little Rawfield. You just took the G off.
but we go to the mansion in the show. It's like, hey, Roswell, we're gonna take Rem with us, and can Ram come with us? Pretty much too. It's a larger conversation, obviously, but I mean, end all be all, we're taking Rem with us to
We're taking
see.
Rem. We're taking Millie.
We're taking Millie Bobby Brown. Sorry, I wasn't. We're taking Millie with us as well because if you forgot about her from season 2, season 1, I forget. Is she?
Right.
She's an actual kid, just straight up, right? Like,
Well, she's aged as much as Petra has, and that's what I think is hilarious. Julius really comments, "You really are a little girl user." He's like, "No, the only girl I use is Beatrice," and then
Beatrice.
immediately cuts to, "Hey, I got to use this little girl
Okay.
to get us through the desert."
Subaru's not beating the allegations,
He's not beating those allegations.
but we recruit her to help tame the May Beast when we're at the we're going to the what's the place called? I'm blanking out. It's been a long day.
Yeah, uh Argonia,
Argonia, the
something like
desert,
that.
a lot of
Yeah,
maybes there.
we are really not prepared for this.
Yeah, we both just came from something, and now we both have something after this. It is we're just winging it, and then I'll probably upload this like right before episode 3, and then we'll be episode 3. We'll be there, guys. We'll be ready for episode 3. But
Yeah.
yeah, we get them. They come because I really just want to get to episode 2. We we
Yeah.
leave.
So,
Boom, bada bing.
yeah.
And Garfield
All
has
right.
a moment.
So
Whatever.
episode yeah.
It's a sweet moment.
So episode 2. Episode 2. We start. We're at a bar. Always starts at a bar.
I want some
We
cold
give
milk.
milk.
Yeah, I want cold milk. Zach, what type of milk do you want?
Hot milk.
You hot milk. We get that
What
milk.
what milk are they drinking?
I mean, it's got to be like a dragon's milk, I assume. Or, I don't know what milk they're getting up there.
Yeah, like anyway.
Anyway.
So so bar keeps like, yo, what you guys doing? They're like, hey, we're going to the desert. He's like, hey, don't do that. They're like, fuck you, don't tell me what to do.
All right, are you
Here's
sure?
our money.
Here's our money.
And then he meets him by the door. Hey, something about a bird. Also, I'm missing a leg. That's implied that I went through the desert. All right, bye.
All right, bye. These kids, yeah, every time I see young kids come up here and they always just be dying. And he's like, y'all are just gonna
So,
die up there. Which is fair. I mean, for him, he's fairly warning them, like, hey, people die, and honestly, obviously if Super doesn't have reincarnation by death, he'd be dead pretty quickly. They'd all be dead probably. So
yeah. So, we're going through the desert.
mm-hmm. We're
And when they hyped this desert up, Reinhard couldn't get through it. We spend at most 3 days wandering until we figure out how to get through. And as soon as they got through, what is that? The games radar or Screen Rant guy movie pitch said, "Well, how hard is it going to be to get through the desert? Oh,
Oh,
barely an inconvenience.
barely inconvenience. Oh, really? Yes,
Yeah,
you see
that's
birds.
exactly how it feels.
Birds. Birds? Yes. Birds.
Birds. I'm glad we got milk from that one-legged man who
Birds.
told me about birds.
Yep. And I will say, like, it is barely an inconvenience for the most part, but without Mel, the giant sandworms would eat most people doing what they were doing
Well,
consistently.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
like,
I understand.
we need special circumstances to get to the point of birds. But like at the end of the day, birds. Hey Ram, just look at the birds. Remember about the bird? Yeah, just look at the birds. They're going to get us through it. Which we get through it, and well, before we get through it, Subaru and Julius have like a bro moment, you know?
Oh yeah,
They're
Subaru
broing
and
out.
Julia's bro. Yeah, they're bros.
Yeah, but we get through the desert, and we see some I don't know what may beast these bears are called. I'm just gonna call them bear beast,
Uh oh
ogre.
Orion. I think they're Orin bears or something like that.
Yeah, we see the Orin bears doing their thing. One gets up. Mel's like, "Hey, everyone, just be quiet. I'm gonna move it." Then Anastasia, as well, I guess not Anastasia.
Joseph the land dragon.
Joseph the land dragon's like crashes out, and they're like, "Oh, like go! We're going." And next thing you know, Subaru's head just
Explodes.
it just fucking explodes. And these are the moments where it reminds me, ReZero, man, because like, this is not when I messaged you. Oh fuck, like when I was watching it today, but I saw that thing and I was just like, man, was not seeing that coming. Like instantly, I was just because like last arc, Subaru pretty much gets through everything without dying other than what 3 times, and that was all through lust. I'm getting
No.
not lust.
Wrath. He
Wrath.
dies 3
Wrath.
times at Wrath,
Wrath.
and then he dies.
That's it. 3 times from Wrath, and then he gets through the rest. He never dies again.
Huh.
Yeah. So we and that was
Huh.
those Wrath episodes are pretty early in the arc. So we went through a whole arc without him dying, which good on Tappy because you kind of
It
need
shows
that.
the growth. Yeah, yeah.
You don't want to. Oh, he's dying over and over again. Now we can kind of go back to that formula because we didn't have it last arc really, and it just shows of this world is cruel. Like every time I think about it, ReZero's world is not a world I would want to live in because he just gets if he without this power, Subaru's just dead.
Give me,
So earth.
give me, Konosuba's world any day of the week.
Yeah, Konosuba's world, like low key, you could die, you can be reincarnated pretty easily in that world. You're you are fine to
He
go.
does. He,
Yeah,
he does.
he dies.
They literally murder him. They murder him twice because he's a pervert.
Kazuma. This. I'm Kazuma. Anyway, yeah, Subaru dies and he comes back with like 20 seconds pretty much ago. And
Yep.
this death is way more sad. Cause he's like, oh wait,
Yeah. When
what's going on? Oh,
the
sandworm, let's do this. And then they get flung off the sandworm like, okay, we're fine, guys. We're separated from Amelia though. And then light comes from the sky, from the tower, and what's his dragon's name again? I'm blanking.
uh, Patrick, it's Petrich, something like that.
Petrich. He comes in, try to say Subaru. Initially, I was like,
It's
oh,
so in the book it's Patlish, but in the show it's Petrish. There's an L. It's like Patlash, I think, is in the book, and in
mhm,
the show it's like Pat Rich, something like that.
yeah.
The land dragon, Subaru's land
Yeah,
dragon.
Subaru's land dragon goes to try to save him, and just I was already sad because he's an MVP, and when he got lasered, I'm like, fuck, they're not killing him
The
off, are
dragon's
they?
the dragon.
Yeah, because he gets
The dragon.
yeah.
The dragon's a female.
She. I apologize for all the audience. I am not on my
Are you
game.
even a ReZero fan?
I'm
Like,
not
come
even a
on.
ReZero fan, man. I'm just watching. But yeah, initially I was like, "Oh my god, oh no." And then they cut to Subaru and it's like, "Fuck." And then Betty, I don't even want to think. This is when I
Gets
texted you,
murdered.
"Fuck."
Oh, that's when you did it.
I was just like, "Fuck." And she's like crying over him and then she gets murdered. I don't want to think of
Man,
it. That was a hard
whoever's
scene.
firing that, because that laser fires a third time,
Yeah.
made sure they weren't moving.
Yeah, they're this was this was not a all right, I shot him, we're good. It was boom. All right, let's do another one just in case. Boom. All right, let's do a triple one just in case. And yeah, and then we reset again and yeah, I've been talking for a while. You want to talk through the third reset?
Well, the third reset, we get another Subaru Betty power,
But
which
before
fucks up the.
before that part. Cuz Subaru has to
Pardon?
plan. Yeah, but he has to plan of how does he stop. Yeah.
Yeah. He uses his invisible providence to tickle the chin of Joseph the Land Dragon.
Got to tickle that little chin of Joseph. Like, all right, Joseph. Which is good, smart plan for him. I don't know how quick he thought of that. Because after you get lasered to death 2 times in maybe less than 2 minutes of each other of real time, maybe 3 minutes in his head, pretty smart move. But anyway, sorry.
Yeah, and then they use the new power, and all of a sudden everything gets fucked up, and then they fall.
Yeah, like they talk about it all because like Subaru's like, hey, did anyone notice this laser thing happening? And everyone's like, hey man, Amelia's like, just trust Subaru. If he says something, he's not about to joke in this situation. Like, which is very fair at this point. Like, if Subaru says something, just follow it. It's probably smart to do so. Because Ram's like, is he joking around right now? It's like, no, he wouldn't joke in this situation. Just follow this man. And yeah, we saw that power from Betty, and everyone's everyone's separated. Probably going to be separated now. Maybe, I don't know. To be determined.
That's the end of the episode.
Yeah, and we see a figure that like
Figure
smirks. Who is this
does
figure?
smirk.
Who is this figure? I did skip the opening because I want to do a reaction to it, so I don't know. But I'm assuming they're in the opening, and then
So I watched the opening, and I'm I'm upset. They spoil
Don't tell me.
almost everything.
Don't tell me. I
What?
haven't. Don't tell me. I don't want to get spoiled.
They, if you watch the if you watch the intro, you get spoiled.
I mean, is it something you get spoiled if you know what it's happening? Obviously, but if you don't know what's
I mean,
happening,
it's a bunch of things happening, but it's like you would never think this is going to happen.
okay, I'm still gonna react to it, but I'm gonna make predictions because
So I had one of the biggest like oh fuck moments from this arc towards the end. I'm gonna say some things right here.
you're not gonna spoil me, are you?
No, I'm not gonna spoil anything.
Okay.
When I was reading this arc for about 3/4 of it, I hated it. I thought we were going backwards in terms of story, and I didn't like it, and I was not a fan. And then we get to past that when a bunch of crazy shit happened, and then it's revealed why all this stuff was happening. Then I was like, Teppy, you son of a bitch, you got me. You got me back. All right. It was, I didn't see it coming like that. And it's like, I thought he was just kind of writing by the seat of his pants type of thing for this arc. I was just saying, like, we're going to do it like this and see how it goes. But when you get to the end, you're like, oh, no, he thought about this. He clearly thought this through. Because, so, um, yeah, I'm curious to see your thoughts as we go, especially if we're going episode by episode.
Yeah.
How, the other thing. So, what is the name of the tower? Do you remember?
Oh no, I don't. I don't have my. I don't have notes right now.
Okay, so the tower is called the Pleiades Watchtower. I don't know if that's how it's pronounced, but that's how I've been saying it.
Mm-hmm.
So I did some research, and I think this little background info will help you through the arc. So the Pleiades is the name of a constellation.
I know another
It's
constellation reference.
Yes. Fun fact, right? So the Pleiades, it's been mentioned in numerous different cultures around Earth because it's like really prominent. The Pleiades constellation in Japanese, the name of it is Super.
Hmm.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. It was very fun. So then I was doing research on looking up all these constellations because like yes.
It was just a joke. I was gonna be like, is that why the car brand's name is Subaru? For this
Yeah, if you look
constellation
at their
reasoning.
logo, if you look at the logo, that's the Pleiades star.
That's okay. That was my question. Yeah. Thank you.
Yes, it is. Um, but yeah, like we know I did they mention it in the show? I know we talked about it a little bit. The archbishops are all named after stars.
Yeah. Yeah. They mentioned it in the show.
Yeah. So once this came up, I was wondering if there was going to be more, um, if the star thing is more prominent. Like, if it's going to give us hints about how the story is going to end.
Yeah, because didn't Toppy? This might have been happened last year. Wasn't he said he's only 50% done with the Japanese release of the story currently? Could be wrong on
Yeah,
that.
the Japanese are
Like 10 volumes ahead.
Yeah, they're 2.5 arcs ahead.
Yeah, and if he's only 10 or 50% done with the story for them,
Dude, there's like, what book? I think we're on number 30. We're almost at 40 issues. Or
didn't I get
issues,
you when I went to
40 books.
Japan 38? I think I bought you 38 when I was in Japan because I bought you
Yeah.
the latest volume.
Yeah, the one I can't because I can't reach out.
You can't.
No idea what's going on.
No. But
I haven't flipped through it because I don't want to see the pictures.
yeah.
But I'm curious to see. Yeah, once we get there. But
Yeah. I'm excited for this
Yeah,
arc. I've only heard hype things. Like people have said this is like one of the best arcs, and based on I
I
I
I
that's what
don't
I've
know
heard.
about all of that.
That's what I've heard online. I mean, my favorite arc. I mean, my favorite episode is still episode 18, but my favorite arc I'd still say is, uh, I mean, arc I'd say just second season in total is still my favorite season of ReZero. But
I liked season 3 because it showed the growth and how they were kicking ass and shit.
oh, I love all of it. But see, I don't know. It's just the whole tea part, which is Tea Party and everything.
Yeah,
That
yeah, that is fun. Yeah.
that was that's what got me back. That's what during that is when I was reading the web because I was reading before you read at that point, and I read all the novel for like that arc. So while we were watching it, I was like, oh, I can't wait to see. I have not tried. I was going to read this arc, but then I decided against it, only also because of time. I don't got time. But yeah, guys, let us know what you think of the episode down in episodes, I should say, down in the comments section down below, and how much stuff did we mispronounce? Let us know as well.
Yeah. Mob Beast, Demon Beast, same thing.
All right, ciao, everybody.
Bye.